Well, the dust has settled on possibly the most expected deal in the automotive universe, and that's GM's European operations, which have been sold. Now, the buyer is France's PSA Group, builder of Peugeot and Citroën brands, and it's a logical move for them, adding a legacy brand in Germany, as well as the #2 auto brand in England, Vauxhall, as well as Holden in Australia. Now, the deal works for both firms. PSA truly becomes a major European car maker, and GM divests itself of a money-losing train wreck that has lost $20 billion over the last 2 decades. The details of the deal, however, are pretty interesting from a manufacturing perspective, too. In effect, GM is now no longer a global automaker with no production footprint in Europe. GM did, however, strike a development deal with PSA in 2012, and the first vehicles born out of that collaboration are about to reach showrooms in Europe, so PSA should have little trouble integrating their new Opel operations. But what happens to GM? Now, General Motors pockets $1.4 billion in cash in stock, while GM keeps the legacy worker pension obligations. Now, this would seem to seriously water down the deal's value from GM's perspective, but the auto cycle is peaking right about now, so there'd likely never be a better time to sell than right now. But why sell at all? Now, the financial press isn't saying, but I think the main reason to pull the plug now is because of a major shift in the way light vehicles are designed and built globally. 30 years ago, the move to global platforms like Ford's Focus and Chevy's Cavalier, they looked like a natural for European engineering teams that were experienced in building small 4- and 6-cylinder vehicles that were expected to represent the future as oil prices spiked. And they succeeded, globalizing the manufacturing expertise and engineering talent until now, major automakers simply don't need European or Asian engineers to show them how to design and build smaller, lighter vehicles. There's simply less to offer from a European carmaker perspective. Now, combine this with cheap oil and a resurgence in large SUV and light truck popularity, and I think GM has pulled the trigger at just the right time. Does this mean that PSA lost? Well, no, they get modern European design and production facilities, they get strong global brands, and they become Europe's second largest carmaker after Volkswagen. But watch for some serious platform consolidation over the next 5 years or so as PSA rationalizes production in the overbuilt European market. And here's an interesting fact that fell through the cracks in the merger coverage. GM is keeping their Torino Italian engineering center, which developed the diesel engines used in the Chevrolet Cruze diesel and in the Chevrolet Equinox diesel coming soon. Now, the 2017 Cruze diesel meets the tough diesel emission standards while delivering an EPA highway fuel economy rating of 52 miles per gallon. That's the best of any non-hybrid, non-electric vehicle. GM plans 10 diesel models by the end of 2018 in North America. So is GM hedging the electric car craze? Well, if so, they're going to be a powerful contender with the pure electric Bolt, the hybrid Volt, and a range of fuel-efficient diesels. If oil prices spike or carbon taxes are levied on light vehicles, GM will be in the right place at the right time.